What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Sorry if you heard something loud in the background. Something had dropped. So, man, we need to start trading, in my opinion. It's trade deadline day. You have about 30 minutes to trade, right? Because 350, you got to have your trades finalized. Make sure you guys smash the like button as you're heading in. Thank you guys for joining me today. We need to trade 4 to 5 guys. I mean, if you can, right? I see teams, um, I see teams trading like guys for 3 first round picks. I wish we had somebody that could do that. In my opinion, you could trade Debo Samuel, Deron Payne. There's plenty of guys you can trade. There was a rumor floating around that we may trade for Chris Olave. I don't think that's true. Let's see. I don't think that's true, but we'll see what comes to fruition. Ultimately, it looks like they're not going to trade anybody, which is upsetting, but I understand it. When you trade these guys, you're telling your fans that you're done, right? You're telling your fans that you're done and that you don't have anything left this season. That's the thing that you're doing. So I can understand making no trades, but it would really suck. So excited to see who gets traded. Yes. I'm very happy to see what they do in the next hour. If they do anything, right? As I said, why are we not selling? Again, you're just trying to finalize these trades, maybe. Or again, they might not be doing anything. What's going on, man? How you doing? How you doing? When we starting, we're gonna go for about 3 hours. So this is going to be a long one. If the Commanders don't make any move, we'll talk about how they didn't make any move, why they should have made a move. If they do, we'll talk about that move. Obviously, start trading. Yeah, they're working on something. I feel like. What's good? What's good, man? Trade Debo. I'd be open to it because again, why do you care about who Marcus Mariota is throwing to? Right? I don't really think that matters to many people. I would go ahead and trade Debo as well, and you're probably not going to keep him after next year because he's going to be expensive. Trade for a defensive back. You could do that, but that's more of an off-season thing. I feel like don't trade for anyone right now, please. All we need is for a good or great player to get hurt in a season that's over. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong. Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. We got 16 people in here. Let's try and get to 16 likes. Make sure y'all smash that subscribe button if there's any new viewers in here. Super chat goal is going to be 5 today, so we're trying to get 5 super chats today. Let's see. Sell everything that moves except Jaden. That's what I said the other day. I mean, again, you could trade anyone. I wouldn't be mad, but we'll be on the lookout for trades. I'll be on the eye. I'll be looking for trades, see if they do anything. But again, ultimately, they may not make any moves. So make sure you guys hit the like button on this stream. Let's try and get up to 15 likes on this stream early on, man. I'm doing well, man, and they need to trade people away. Yeah, I think they should trade people away. We need picks. We have 6 picks in the upcoming draft. So I just want picks at this point. And picks help because again, guys in the draft, like it's longer contracts, it's younger players. Like we need to trade for guys, or sorry, not trade for guys, but we need to draft guys. So what's going on, my guy Astro? How you doing, man? What's going on? What's going on? Drop your thoughts in the chat about some trades that we could make. There's been a bunch of rumors today. Like there's been rumors that we want to trade for Chris Olave. There's been rumors that Debo Samuel and the Commanders could part ways right now, and that he could be traded to the Bills. I've seen that. I've seen all of these rumors. 1, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 6, 7. We need some higher picks, please. Yeah. You did a nice job in the offseason of getting, trading away B-Rob. You did a nice job, but now it's time to make some real trades, but doesn't look like they're going to trend towards making any trades, which I guess we have to be fine with, we have to live with it. So Bill needs to lock in. Yeah, he's been iffy this year, man. So does Debo. Yeah, Debo was great early on, but he's just been injured and a lot of different things have happened to him. So let me see here. All right. So there's been a number of trades that have gone down today already for other teams. Obviously, Sauce Gardner traded for 2 first-round picks. That was crazy. So, but again, I hope the Commanders make a move. There's a bunch of guys you could trade. You could trade Noah Igbenogany. You could trade Deron Payne. There's some guys you could trade. We have 22 people in here. I need everyone in here to click the like button. Really helps me out. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to the channel. If you're new around here, go ahead and subscribe, please. And then a super chat goal is 5 for the day. That's what we're trying to get for the day. So the Saul Simmons trade rumor thoughts. Justin Simmons? Jeffrey Simmons is the Titans defensive tackle. I think that's his name. Is that Jeffrey? Yeah. Um he's I saw that too. Again, we're not gonna trade for anyone. I don't suspect. But he'd be a good piece for the future, right? Not for this year though. If they were to trade for Olave, would it be for a long-term future? Yes. Yeah, long-term future. And again, I don't think they're gonna trade for Olave, but it'd be for the long term. Yes. Yes. Vaughn and Debo supposedly linked to Buffalo. Yes, I saw that. I did see that. I saw Debo was linked to Buffalo. So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be very interesting to see what they end up doing. I'm gonna be very intrigued. Trade Payne for a fourth and a sixth. I just trade Payne for a fourth. Nobody's gonna give up a fourth and a sixth. I'd trade Payne for a fourth. Now, if other teams, are not going to give up a fourth for him, then try a fifth. But when you get to the point where you're trading guys for no value, then that's where you draw the line. So if we're trading Deron Payne for a sixth, okay, you're just not going to do that. I know you want the pick, but you're not going to do that. There's no value in that. So I don't think anybody would trade a fourth and a sixth, but we'll see. Jets winning the deadline so far. Yeah, they're 1-8, but they're winning the trade deadline. Yes, they are. Sauce Gardner, what they traded away, Quinnen Williams, they've been active. The Cowboys have been buying. The Cowboys are 3-5-1, and they're buying. I thought that was very interesting from them. Debo Samuel, 6th round for Jalen Waddle, 5th round. It's a weird one, but that's something I would like. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that. Jalen Waddle's a younger guy. I don't think a team would do that, but that's a good proposal. We're thinking of anything right now. We just need picks. Jets are burning it down right now. Jets are doing a nice job. They have been very efficient in trading. I really do like what they are doing. We got a bunch of new viewers in here. Make sure you guys go ahead and click that like button. I need everyone in here to smash that like button. We have 31 people in here, so let's try and get up to 20 likes on this stream. Make sure you guys click the like button. Make sure you guys click the subscribe button if you're new around here. Go ahead and subscribe, please. And I already told y'all, super chat goal is 5 super chats for the day. Do you think Brees is going to get traded? I just joined. Happy to have you here. Thank you for joining. Brees, he said he wants to be traded. So actually, just like 20 minutes ago, he said he wants to be traded. He also tweeted like an emoji that was like sad because his buddy Sauce had been traded. Yeah, they may ultimately end up trading him. I think they keep him because you need some guys to stay on your team, even though you're 1-8. So I think they keep him, but it could happen. He's been linked to getting traded for so long. We need to trade Wagner because Tyler Owens is better. So is McGee. Again, you could trade anyone, and I'd be fine with it. We got spoiled last season, making the NFC Championship game last season should be this season. So let's just watch the rest of this painful season and go to next season. Yeah, and we want to go to next season. Okay, I see a comment that's hold up. I'll address the rest of this. We want to go to next season with picks. So yeah, we want to go into next season with picks. So oh, by the way, the Commanders just signed Treylon Burks to the active roster. So Treylon Burks has been signed to the active roster by the Commanders. So you had Luke McCaffrey go down. I guess it makes sense. Breaking news, the Seattle Seahawks have traded quarterback Drew Lock to the Washington Commanders for a 2026 second-round pick. Details still emerging. Steve, my guy Steve, don't believe this. Steve, don't believe this. Don't believe this. I mean, if that actually happened, I would crash out. But no, don't believe that, Steve. That did not happen. He's just trolling. So I think Debo's going today. It's not that I hope Debo's going, but again, I want picks. I want these draft picks to build this team back up. So, um, yeah. If he goes, I mean, all right. Yeah, it's not a problem with me. We have 30 people in here. Let's try and go ahead and get up to 25 likes. You guys know I like a 3-to-1 like and viewer ratio. So make sure you guys click the like button. It would help me out exponentially. False news. We did not do this. Yeah, we did not. We did not do that. Would you trade Terry? Real talk. You guys know Terry's my guy. You guys know that Terry's my favorite Washington player of all time. Obviously, in my 16 years of living, I've not been able to watch many of the great Washington players, but Terry's my guy. If the deal is good, I would trade him. If the deal is good, I would trade him because again, why would I care who Marcus Mariota is throwing to? And I love Marcus, but I'm not trying to throw shade on him, but why would I care who he's throwing to? You know, so I would if the deal is good, I would. With Joe Ott out for the Chargers, they should be buyers for Andrew Wiley. They could use a guy like that. Andrew Wiley can go and play a bunch of different positions. So yeah, he's a very flexible guy. So they may ultimately end up doing something like that. So we'll see, but maybe they do. And I hope, like, at least try and get Andrew Wiley out here because they've been talking about him for forever, trading him. So I saw a video, Adam Peters note taking with paper and pen. Very interesting. When? When did you see this? Connor, is the deadline 4 p.m.? Yes, the deadline is 4 p.m. 4 p.m. So that is going to be the deadline for the day. You're not going to see another trade this season after. That's what the trade deadline self-explanatory. So yeah, 4 p.m. today. Gotta make something shake, AP. Please, AP. Again, we need picks, and I'm not gonna hate AP for not doing anything, but I think he needs to get on something. Get on something, man. Oh man, please. Yeah, the only move that the Commanders have made currently is Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks was signed to the active roster. So the media film today. Let's see. I'll check that out. Did they film a practice today? I didn't see a practice. Did they film a practice today? No, I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see anything like that. I don't know. We're cooked. AP's not aggressive. I don't know if you would say all that. I mean, AP, you think you would want to do something, but maybe nobody wants our stuff. Like, what if AP's trying as hard as he possibly can and nobody wants our guys? You know? What if that's the case? What if nobody wants our players? And they're offering, low value stuff. So hold on. What if that's the case? Because again, we're not going to take low value trades, right? You're not just trading guys to just get picks. You're trading guys to get good picks. If you're getting a 6th rounder and on, it's not really going to do much. So if you're trading Deron Payne for a 6th rounder and on, it's probably not a good move. And I'm not saying they will, but our season is over. We lost Eckler, Dietrich Wise, Dorrance Armstrong, JD5. Yeah, our season's over. Our season has been over. It is definitely over. That's why it's time to sell. Go ahead and sell something, right? Go ahead and sell something. So, yeah, I agree, though. The season's been over. Make sure you guys click the like button. Everyone in here, make sure you guys go ahead and click the like button. It helps me out exponentially. If there's any new viewers to the channel or new people to the channel in here, make sure you guys go ahead and click that subscribe button to subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out. Any super chats would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get 5 super chats for the day. So any super chats would be greatly appreciated. And I'll just keep checking the timeline, see if the Commanders made any trades. The biggest trades of the day were Jacoby Myers. The Raiders traded him to the Jaguars. Sauce Gardner for 2 first-round picks. The Cowboys got Quinnen Williams. There's been trades going down for sure. So Luke McCaffrey went to IR. Obviously, wide receiver. We all know him. Luke McCaffrey went to IR. Marshawn Lattimore went to IR as well. They'll both be out for the year, it seems. So that opened up two roster spots. So the Commanders decided to sign Treylon Burks to the active roster. So that's one move that has happened. We're not selling. It's Washington, regardless, who are under the ghost of Dan, won't allow it. I would hope you sell something. That's just me. Dan Quinn's incompetence nearly killed our franchise quarterback. I don't need apologies. I need him to do better. Yeah, and ultimately he's not a we're not going to fire him, but he's not a robot. He makes mistakes. That was a horrific mistake by Dan Quinn. He makes mistakes. It's all right. It's all right. It's a big mistake, but we got to forgive him and move on. He said it was 100% on him. Got to move on. Got to move on. Chad, who reporter put it on? I don't see. You're talking about the video. All right. How do the Eagles keep doing this? They're just aggressive. They're an aggressive football team. Howie Roseman, GM of the Eagles, is very aggressive. Sean is out of the organization now. Yeah, Marshawn's done. Marshawn Lattimore's done with this team. I said that wrong. My apologies. You're good. You're good. You can retype it in the chat if you want. I don't see it happening, but man, I wish Washington would call Cincinnati and press for Trey Hendrickson. If you're thinking long term for Trey, then sure. But right now, you're not gonna trade a bunch of picks for Trey Hendrickson. We need these picks. We need these picks. So you're not gonna trade a bunch of things for Trey Hendrickson. That's just not happening. So I was traumatized by Jaden's arm. Yeah, we all were. Us as Washington fans, Redskins fans, Washington football team fans, we've been scarred by a lot of these things. And so, but there's 23 minutes until the trade deadline is up. So 23 minutes for Adam Peters to finalize the deal. What do we got? I meant to say the reporter Chad Ricardo put the video out on Instagram AP today. All right. I will check that. So on Instagram. All right. Let me see. And I'll give you my best analysis on this. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Everyone in here, click the like button, please. We have 36 people in here. Let's try and get up to 30 likes. Everyone and click that like button. Make sure you go ahead and do that. Make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. If there's any new people to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to join this community. Trying to reach 3,000 subscribers. All right, let me take a look at this video. Okay, so this AP video that was a while ago, I think. That was a while ago. So I don't think that's today. I don't think that's anything meaningful there. But good observation, but I don't think that was anything meaningful there. So let me see. Let me check for any more news. Dallas is going all in. I will say that. Again, they're 3-5-1. They're going all in. They're going all in. But I definitely think we need to sell something, guys. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think we need to sell? I think we should sell. I thought it was almost guaranteed that they would, try and trade someone. But I don't know. Treylon Burks signed to the active roster. Debo trading coming. Well, Luke McCaffrey and Marshawn Lattimore just went on IR. So that's why you had an open spot. Treylon Burks signed. This does not indicate a Debo move coming. However, this could mean that a Debo move's coming, but this does not directly indicate it. So why can't our GM trade like the Cowboys and Eagles? That's what I want. Honestly, I want a Howie Roseman for a GM, but it is what it is. I like AP. I think AP is a good GM, but I would like him to be more aggressive. I think teams need to start getting, their notes out and studying Howie Roseman. You got to get your notes out. You got to study Howie Roseman, everything he does, because he always is out there making trades. Always. So, true, yeah. With the 5th overall pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Washington Commanders select Jordan Tyson, Carnell Tate. I don't know all these guys. I don't know every guy. that is out there. Like, I've not done my draft preparation yet. Obviously, who has done that? But I've heard of Jordan Tyson. So yeah. What's going on, Asher? What's going on, Asher? What's up? Make sure y'all click the like button if you just joined, or if you've been in here for a while. Click the like button, please. And then make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Make sure y'all click that subscribe button. We need picks, guys. We need picks. We need to sell, in my opinion. I'll be very disappointed if in the next 19 minutes there's no more trades. So I'll be very disappointed. But at the end of the day, that's what happens um, when you have a GM that's just not very aggressive. But I still like AP. I still think AP is a very good GM. He's just not aggressive, right? I genuinely believe at this point, Washington stays. Still a lot of cap going into next year, a lot of players on expiring contracts. We have the third most cap space in the league, actually. And yeah, there is a lot of cap space. Maybe they just stay still. Bill reporters are saying Debo and Von Miller to Buffalo are something to watch out for. So is this? Let's see, because I might put that up on the screen if I feel if it's of worth. Is this? Von Miller did play for Buffalo, by the way. Actually, Bills reporters. Let's see if there's any note to that. Every team has had crazy games except for us, not gonna lie, not even the Bears game. Yeah, I agree. By the way, guys, goal is about 1 or 2 super chats today. Maybe we were trying to get up to 5 super chats, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Let's try and get a super chat, y'all, if we could. That the goal is 5. That is set up on the stream. Make sure you guys click the like button, click the subscribe button. All of it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for joining me today. So let's see. Trade room. The Bills have not made a trade today. The Bills have not made a trade today either. So, they are they're probably trying to make something. We need picks badly. We need to ship off anyone we can. Again, if it's at the right value, ship them. If it's at the right value, ship them. But you're not just going to go ahead and ship guys that do not need to be shipped. Like, if you're doing Debo for a 6th-round pick, don't do it because he's not worth a 6th-round pick. He's worth higher. Let's see. Okay, I've heard a lot of smoke about Debo to the Bills too, and I just saw another report. So you might be right. You might be right. I think Debo could be a Bill. However, Von Miller probably not. So, but the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. But yeah, I have seen those reports. So, I know the season is over, but my fan brain brings me back to 13 years ago. Sorry, I cannot read today, guys. I know the season is over, but my fan brain brings me back to 13 years ago when we were 3-6 and went on a 7-game win streak. Yeah, sadly, that's not happening this year. And there's too many injuries. So I hate to kill that, but yeah, it's not happening. What did you do for Halloween? Went to my school's football game. That's what I was doing. So we're not about to trade a soul, are we? Nah. We're not trading a soul. Nope. Nah, man. I don't. Doesn't look like it. There's 16 minutes for us to trade someone. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Yeah. Probably not gonna happen. Man, would I love to see a blockbuster trade though. Let's see here. We should be trading people though. We should be selling. Out of curiosity, will the Washington Detroit game be nationally televised? That is the Fox America's game of the week. So yeah. Nobody wants our bum old players, bro. Yeah. Ultimately, a lot of these guys are 35 plus. A lot of these guys are very old and slow. So we are the oldest team in the league. So that could be the thing. Tim Graham, the Bill reporter, put it out there. All right. Let me go check it. Let me go check it. Let me go check it. Let's see if I can find anything of note here from his channel or from his X. Okay, somebody said when Tim Graham tells you to keep an eye out for something Bills related, you should do it. So if he's the guy saying all this stuff, hmm, Tim Graham. Okay, I think this is yeah. Keep an eye on Debo Samuel and or Von Miller to Buffalo from Washington. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to see like Von Miller being traded because like, is anybody going to trade for him? We need some players that can tackle. Yeah. And that's what we're going to work through with the draft, right? We are so cooked. We went from the fourth best team to being the fourth worst team. I checked the power rankings today, and we dropped like a fly in all the power rankings. So, yeah, it's been pretty bad. So, Nikki Javala from The Athletic. Yes. The Commander signed Trey Hawkins to the practice squad. He's dealt with health issues this season. Boasts the size and length, 6'3" and 195 pounds. Yeah. So he's a we'll have to see. I saw that happen early this morning though. So yeah. Dallas just got a lot better. Dallas got Quinnen Williams. Dallas got Logan Wilson. Ultimately, they're 3-5-1 though, and their chances of winning the division are over. The Eagles are 6-2. They're done, in my opinion. They lost to the Cardinals pretty bad last night. They're done. Make sure everyone in here clicks the like button. Let's get to 30 likes in the stream. I need everyone in here to click that like button, please. And then make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If there's any new viewers or this is your first time to the channel, or if you're just hesitating to subscribe, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button. I doubt you'll regret it. We're coming out with daily Commanders content here on this channel. Goal is 5 super chats for today's stream. So we are trying to reach 5 super chat donations. That would be greatly appreciated if we could get a super chat. But I understand. I genuinely don't understand why fans are losing their minds. We've been horrible for so long, and we get a glimpse of hope, and fans start acting like we've been elite for a while. It's year 2 of a rebuild. I think that's the reason why fans are real upset is because last year when you make it to the NFC Championship, you don't expect to regress this much. You expect to keep building. I think that's why fans are so upset and mad at this point. But I understand, it's hard. It's hard in these streets, man. It's hard in these streets. It is. So, you have a point though. I think it's only year 2 of a rebuild. You're not supposed to be a powerhouse by this point. You're not supposed to have the best depth at this point. So we'll see. Trade JD for all the Jets' first and second round picks for 2026 and 2027. They have 6. Are you talking about Jaden Daniels? I'm going to assume you're talking about Jaden Daniels. And to that, I have no answer to that. Because you know my opinion. We still have 4 divisional games left to play. Man. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. But we just got to tank, man. I hate to be saying this. I hate to be spreading this negativity. You guys know that's just not really, who I am. But ultimately, that's what we got to do is tank. So, y'all heard the Jeffrey Simmons rumors? Y'all heard the Jeffrey Simmons rumors? Those are he was supposed to be traded to Washington. Like what? He wanted to go to Washington? That's crazy. But yeah. Yeah. This is yeah. We're not gonna make any moves, guys. I mean, we have 10 minutes to finalize a trade. I mean, well, if a trade would happen, it's already finalized. Just waiting to announce it, but it doesn't look like we're gonna release anyone. So, Oh man. Mm. Sorry guys, I'm just eating dinner right now. Um, yeah, 10 minutes, really really is nothing's gonna happen. I don't think. Let's see. Yeah. Hey, Peters made a big splash. He signed Traylon Burks to the practice squad. Hmm. Yeah. Doesn't look good for us. Doesn't look good for us. Disappointing to say the least. It is disappointing. It is disappointing. And I plan to kick it with y'all for a while because I want to talk about what this means for this team. You know, um, this is disappointing that there's no moves made. But we're 2 likes away from 30 likes, so make sure y'all smash that like button. Again, if there's any new viewers in here, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. Make sure y'all send a super chat to. Let's try and get to 1 super chat this afternoon. So if we could get a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Um, we need 1 super chat to reach today's goal. So that's how I'm feeling right now. Let's see. Man, I cannot believe the Cowboys are going all in. I can't believe it. Yeah. There's no moves that are gonna be made. I mean, at this point, you have 8 minutes. So yeah, yeah. I don't see anything. So I remember free agency last year. That was trading for Laramie Tunsil. There's a ton of moves. Time's up. Yeah. I would assume time's up. Sadly. F this bull. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's what it feels like. Almost. I'm so mad. Yeah, well, only thing I can say is the season was already over. You're not going to trade anything by trade, or you're not going to change anything by any trades, but you're building for next year by trading guys. So, um, yeah, I really wanted to trade, to say the least. I really wanted to trade, but it is what it is, I guess. They're probably not selling no one. Nah, yeah, they aren't. AP does like waiting till last minute, like with Terry. That's true, but I mean, you have 7 minutes to negotiate a trade. Like that just seems unreasonable. That seems very unreasonable, guys. Um, yeah, we need to sell some picks, guys. Please, please sell some picks, AP. Um, it's ultimately like who's buying though. Who wants this? You know. So yeah. So how much longer are you streaming? Probably till like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I had planned this for a while. We're gonna do this for a while. So Um, again, if they make a trade, we'll talk about the trade. If they don't, we'll talk about you know, how we should have made a trade. We should have sold some guys, but ultimately AP may not be interested in making anything. Maybe he doesn't want to do anything. So if that is the case, then whatever. Let me see. There's so many 6, 7, 8 win teams. Are we serious that no one is buying? Yeah, I would think someone would buy some like Deron Payne. You want him, right? Debo Samuel. And maybe that just comes down to Adam Peters not wanting to trade away Debo Samuel or Deron Payne or guys like that, right? No trades, no picks, trash team, old team, injured team, no front office moves or anything. Um, again, I'm not really into all the negativity right now. Like we have our quarterback for the future. We have our coach for the future. Um, like I just feel like there's still a lot of time. There's still a lot of time. Ever since Terry requested a trade, we fell apart. Yeah, ever since Terry, just the whole summer, right? And it sucks, but what are you gonna do? You're right, I'm just upset. Yeah. Um, that's what a lot of people are right now. Make sure you guys click the like button. We have 37 people in here. Let's try and get up to like 35 likes if we could. I need all of y'all to smash that like button. Everybody in here, click the like button, please. Make sure all of y'all click that subscribe button. If there's any new people to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Let me get the subscriber count. So 2,658 subscribers is what we're at right now. We're trying to get to 3,000 fast, guys. Appreciate y'all. Again, any donations are appreciated. Any super chats are appreciated. We're trying to get to like 1 or 2 super chats for today. So any super chats are greatly appreciated. LOL, can't believe we didn't trade anyone. Shaking my head. We need draft picks. We need draft picks. And there's 4 minutes to do so. So yeah, doesn't look very good. I'm rooting for us to lose every game. So we have a good capital. Yeah, right now we're at 9th in the draft order. So ultimately you have a nice first round pick, but you don't have a second and you don't have a fourth round pick. Like we should have traded Deron Payne for a fourth round pick, in my opinion. We should have traded Deron Payne for a fourth round pick. If someone would do that, because we don't have a fourth round pick. So 5 minutes. Yeah, it's 3 minutes for me right now. It's 3 minutes for me right now. This sucks that we didn't make any trades. This sucks, but ain't happening, y'all. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I don't think anything's happening either. Hate to see all these teams get busy and we're the team that sits back and doesn't sell anything. But again, maybe nobody wanted our guys, so maybe nobody wanted our guys. But I was hoping for like a small trade. Again, Andrew Wiley, Nick Allegretti, Noah Igbenogany, Deron Payne. Like I was hoping for one of those small trades, but we still can trade one Payne after the season on Payne, maybe. That's what you were saying. Yeah. We can't buy anything. Yeah, we can't buy anything. That's no secret. We can't buy anything, but we can sell stuff. We can sell stuff. I mean, really, Noah Igbenogany, like when people say there's nothing to sell, there is, right? Noah Igbenogany was talking about getting traded before the season started, and there was interest from other teams. You could trade him. Deron Payne. How does nobody want Deron Payne? But I don't know. There's nobody to sell. I mean, I feel that, but there is at the end of the day some people to sell. I was expecting to trade 4 to 5 guys. Yeah, that just didn't come to fruition, did it? I meant Deron Payne. Yeah, yeah. Tired of hearing Terry's at fault for this. Terry is at fault for that. Always washed from bandwagon fans. Genuinely starting to really not like this fan base. It's created a divide, around this fan base, and I don't like the divide, but it is what it is. It's the type of stuff that you're gonna have as a fan base, to deal with. So, it sucks, but it is what it is, I guess. People that won't be on our team next year: Debo, Wagner, Ertz, Vaughn. Why would you not trade these guys? I mean, I would, obviously try to trade some of those guys, but we're now at 2 minutes left. So we're now at 2 minutes left. So you just don't. There's just nothing to do. So yeah, 2 minutes left. All right, so the only move the Commanders made today was signing Trey Hawkins to the practice squad, who's a cornerback, and then signing Traylon Burks to the active roster. So it sucks, but hold up, guys. All right. Um, let's see. I was waiting on Payne, Debo, Ertz trade. I wanted some of them to be traded for sure. Wagner and Ertz more likely than retiring. Yeah, more than likely retiring. Yeah, I would think. What are your thoughts on this, Carter? It sucks, right? I wanted to trade guys. I wanted to I wanted to sell guys. I wanted to get some picks, but what are you gonna do? I mean, I thought we could trade at least Deron Payne. It's somebody, but it is what it is, I guess. Hate to see all these teams active and us not be active. We have 42 people in here. It would be greatly appreciated if we could get to 40 likes on the stream. I need everyone in here to click that like button to make that happen. Make sure all of you in here are subscribed to the channel. If there's any new people to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to join the community. And then any super chat donation is appreciated. If we could get a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get a few today. Oh, well, you said yeah. Nobody wants old players, especially when your defense stinks. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, a lot of them are old. So I say they are retiring due to them both having retirement talks, but wanted to come back and play for with Jaden. They wanted to come back because Jaden. There's no secret to that. But yeah, I could see them retiring for sure. But maybe they ultimately missed the game and they want to come back, right? They might play a ton of cap going into the offseason. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I checked a few days ago and we were third in cap space. Later, later, HTTC for life. I'm sorry, you been in this disappointment, but it's not my fault, But that's official. That is the end of the trade deadline. So, Commanders, they did not make any moves. I need a vibe check. I need a vibe check right now. I'm just personally disappointed. I thought we could sell some guys. I thought we could get some draft capital, but that ultimately did not come to fruition. So it sucks, but that's how the trade deadline goes, I guess. Again, I thought we were gonna make some moves, but I'm a little bit upset by this. Very upset by this, but oh man. I thought we could make some trades. We suck. Well, we do currently, but we're not gonna suck in a few years. I'm angry. I understand it, man. I wanted to sell guys too. I hate AP. He's all right. He's all right. He's been all right so far. Like, we need to start having conversations about his drafts, though. So, I hate AP. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting a snack real quick. Breaking news: the Washington Commanders have traded. Come on, man. Come on, man. Jimbo. Shout out to Dale Jr. and them. Yeah, special shout out to Dale Jr. Man. Like, he shouted me out on his channel today, and that means a lot. I'm a huge NASCAR fan, by the way. I'm a huge NASCAR fan. So to have that, it's awesome. Shout out to Dale Jr. That's awesome, dude. By the way, Jimbo, were you familiar with this channel, or did you come over from Dale Jr.? Because I had a lot of people subscribe because Dale Jr. So, did something happen? No. Nope. Sadly, we did not sell anyone. We did not do anything at the trade deadline. So, Eagles look like a repeat team. Cowboys making moves. Giants on the come up. Us though, we're gonna have to be on the come up next year. Fire. I saw that. Yeah. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Dale's awesome, man. Was that not a good trade? Oh man. Don't you love it? Don't you love the trolls in the chat? Nah, that was a great trade. That was a great trade, bro. Hey, make sure everyone in here clicks the like button. I need all of y'all to smash that like button. Make sure you guys all subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. If there's any new viewers, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you guys send a super chat if you can. Any super chats are greatly appreciated. If we can get just one super chat, that would be greatly appreciated from y'all, man. What, we're 3-6. We did not sell anyone at the trade deadline. We did sign Traylon Burks. Again, I thought something would happen, man. But Commanders are not making any trades. So, I want a GM like Howie Roseman. I want a GM like Howie Roseman. I want a aggressive GM. But and I feel like Adam Peters can be that, but he just has not been so far. Saw the effing Jets collect 4 first round picks. Exactly. Now, we cannot collect 4 first round picks because we don't have stars to be able to do that, but we can collect a lot of picks. You look at Terry Debo Payne, you could collect a lot of picks just off of those guys. So, I wonder if the Commanders have practice today. Mm, we'll see. How many more decades till we win a Super Bowl? It's not going to be decades, man. I can tell you that. Um, like this is a program that it's going to be building up fast, and we have a quarterback, we have a coach, we have a GM. We're going to win a Super Bowl, in this decade. So I came over because of Dale Jr. Hey, appreciate you, man. Yeah, shout out to Dale Jr. once again. The Dobbs family, my guy, the Dobbs family. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. We didn't trade anyone. It is what it is. So, um, make sure, guys, if you just joined, smash that like button. Let's get up to 40 likes on this stream. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Subscribe to the channel if you happen to be new around here. Again, any super chats would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get like one super chat today. They keep the channel going, man. Let's see. Either AP knows something we don't and has faith in what we have, or has huge plans in the offseason. Yeah, he's got to have huge plans in the offseason. We gotta rebuild this. Exactly what we want: an aggressive GM, not a do nothing shithole like Adam Peters. You know, Adam Peters isn't a terrible GM, but he's not aggressive enough right now. He's not aggressive enough right now. So, it hurts. It hurts, but it is what it is. Let's see. Adam Peters needs to start making some moves. Well, trade deadline's up now. You can't make any moves now. So, was all in on the Seahawks head coach. Look at their defense in 2 years. Yeah. I mean, we all wanted Mike McDonald at that time. That's another bad move by AP, right? Why did I have to be born in the DMV? I could have been born in Kansas City and been a Chiefs fan or something. Yeah, any JD5 injury update? Jaden Daniels is out for the year. There's potential that he could come back by the end of the year, but they're not going to let that happen. Jaden Daniels is out for the year. We're waiting now on if he needs surgery or not. Does Jaden Daniels need surgery? I don't know, but that's what we're waiting on right now. However, he did not play well in Sunday's game, but there was no one to throw to ultimately. And he got injured. Obviously, you saw his arm get bent back, and yeah, the update is just we're waiting on the surgery. We're waiting on if he needs surgery, and we need to know if he can possibly come back at the end of the year. But he's probably like 90% out for the year. No matter what, though, we still got a new front office. Let's just keep staying strong and loyal and hope. Yeah, AP again. AP runs a good front office. AP, I trust AP, but it is hard to watch us make no moves at the deadline. It is hard to watch us make no moves at the deadline. It's hard, but it is what it is, I guess. There was zero reason to keep guys that won't be here in 2026. I don't get it. That's true. Again, if your plan is to not have Debo in the lineup in 2026, go ahead and trade him. Go get something from him. Go ahead and trade him because you don't care who Marcus Mariota is throwing the ball to. You don't care. The season's over. So I agree. They said potentially by week 14 to 16, but he's 90% out for the season. Yeah, that's what I would say. He's done for the year. He's done for the year. That's what I would say. He's got to be done for the year. And it sucks. It's sad, but yeah, he's got to be done for the year, ultimately. So Let me reconfirm that nothing happened, but yeah, nothing. Man. Dang. Yeah. So actually, um, this is why Andrew Wiley did not get traded because the Saints are trading um offensive lineman Trevor Penning to the Chargers per source. And Trevor Penning is a guy that can come in there and fill in for the Chargers. The Chargers needed offensive linemen, and Andrew Wiley could have fit perfect over there with the flexibility that he brings. But we were not able to trade him because they were not aggressive enough. So you needed to get Andrew Wiley shipped off to LA. That would have been perfect. But you know, Saints got there ahead of us. So look, I appreciate the aggressiveness that was made in the offseason, but I think we got to start embracing a rebuild no matter it's a buy or sell. We have one of the oldest rosters in the league. Yeah. I mean, it was supposed to be a sell. It was supposed to be a sell, but that didn't come to fruition, obviously. I don't know how we're going to do anything with 6 picks in next year's draft. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It sucks that we only have 6. If we had 10, like, okay, you don't need to trade anyone if we have 10, but you have 6. And again, you need to rebuild through the draft. Make sure you guys smash that like button. If there's any new viewers in the chat, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button on this stream. If there's any new viewers to the channel for the first time, make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button to the channel. If y'all can send a super chat, that'd be greatly appreciated. Again, we're trying to get 1 super chat on today's stream. Any super chat would be greatly appreciated. Bro, we have no picks, nothing. This sucks so much. Yeah, man. Like it stinks. It sucks. It hurts. But Adam Peters wasn't aggressive enough. So why can't we be happy? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe the Commanders sign someone. But obviously the trade deadline's up. You can't make any more moves. So Bills didn't make any trades either, by the way. But 6 draft picks. That's it. That's all we got. 6 draft picks. Let me throw that up on the screen. Let me throw that up on the screen right now. Shout out to my guy Brandon on X. Shout out to my guy Brandon on X. Debo did not get traded. Man, this sucks that we didn't trade anyone. So, all right, that should be good. That's saved. Let me see if I could pull that over. Peters and the ownership have failed its fans. They haven't failed the fans, but certainly you would like to see them make a trade. But here are the Commanders draft picks. First round pick. We have the number 10 overall first round pick. 74. So we go to 10 to 74. So you need 10, 30, then 74. From 74, you need, 90, 110. Like, you would like to have sprinkled picks in there, but you just don't. I got to go, bro. See you. Hey, see you, BJ. You know you're my guy, BJ. See you, man. Can trade Payne this offseason for picks. Allegretti and Quan Martin as well. Trade some guys this offseason. So, when free agency rolls around, AP will be busy. Come on, AP. We couldn't make one damn move. It's surprising. It's surprising, King Joe. It's surprising, King Joe. It is. So, and it hurts. But we're not able to make any moves. If we could get to 40 likes in the stream, y'all, that would be greatly appreciated. Smash that like button if you've not done so, please. Let's try and get to 40 likes in the stream, y'all. Again, if there's any new viewers in here, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Current subscriber number is 2,659. So we're on the way to 2,660. That's where we're at. Again, any super chats are greatly appreciated. Eagles always ahead of the curve. Yeah. yes, they are. Eagles are always ahead of the curve. Eagles are always making those good moves. And again, I wish we had a GM like that. I wish we had a GM like that. Like I want an aggressive GM. That's what I want. But I still believe AP's the guy, but I want him to be more aggressive. You got to take big swings. You got to take big swings, So H has been getting to Bobby Wagner recently, so I'd rather trade him for a day 2 pick so we would have enough draft capital in the draft and get some good rookies. Yeah. I'd rather trade anyone, just get me some draft capital. Just give me some draft capital, That's what I want at the end of the day. Let's see. We got a bunch of new viewers in the chat. Let's try and hit 40 likes. We can do it. We have 42 people. Let's try and hit 40 likes in the stream. Smash that like button. It would be greatly appreciated. Again, any new subscribers are greatly appreciated. Any super chat donations are greatly appreciated. They also keep the channel running and help me out a lot. It sucked, guys. It sucks that we didn't make any moves. It really does. I thought we were going to be heavy on selling. We got reports over the past few days that this team was going to be sellers. I said it all depended on the Seahawks game, and if we lost, then you got to go out there and sell, and that didn't happen. So it hurts. Again, it hurts. You guys know, man, it does. It hurts me. It hurts me, man. Well, we got Traylon Burks in the practice squad, so oh man. I mean, free agency will be busy. Free agency is going to be a busy place for this team. It's going to be very busy. So, you're one of the worst teams in the league and have arguably the least draft capital as well. What's the point in 8 more games of Debo in a lost year? I mean, this is a head scratcher here for the Commanders. You're one of the worst teams in the league. You have one of the, you have almost the least draft capital, and you're sitting here and you don't make any moves. Like, it sucks. Age has been getting to Bobby Wagner recently, so I'd rather trade him for a day 2 pick so we would have enough draft capital in the draft and get some good rookies. I actually think I already read that, so they better not think we can have salvage this disaster of a season. Yeah, we can't. We're not salvaging the season. Everybody knows that. So hopefully they don't think that. Release Joe and Cliff. Start from there, please. Shaking my head. I don't want to release Cliff. We can let him leave if Cliff wants to leave. Okay, let him make his own decision. But I would definitely fire Joey Jr. Yeah. We need to trade back from 10 for a pick in the 20s in a late second or early third. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. We might ultimately not be at 10, right? Like we might ultimately be at 7, 6. Like, as much as I want that pick, like we might have to trade that back. And these teams are greedy. These teams are very greedy. It's not like you need a quarterback. Like, you don't need to select a guy automatically at pick number 5. At pick number 6. You don't need a quarterback or anything like that. You can afford to go back to like 8 or 9. Teams will do that, and they will trade you extra capital. So I like that idea. Any super chat would be greatly appreciated. You guys can click the target button with the 0 out of 5 on it. That's how you're going to send a super chat. That's how you're going to send a super chat. That's how you're going to keep this channel going. That's how you're going to directly support this channel. So again, any super chat would be greatly appreciated. So Jaden Daniels, apparently there's an update on him. His elbow was not dislocated. Jaden Daniels' dislocated elbow was not, leaves open the possibility of his return for now this season. If it's truly a simple dislocation without fractures, that decision should have been expected. So, I guess they're leaving. I guess Nicky Javalla's leaving out hope that they they um may get Jaden back. Can't trade back. We usually need to use the high pick on an impact player. Yeah. Are you shocked we didn't do anything? Yeah. I'm pretty shocked. Again, I thought we should have went out there and tried to sell, but we didn't. So yeah, I thought we should have I thought we should have sold, but that didn't happen. So we'll have to move on with this season, obviously. A trade was not going to dictate whether the season goes on or not. Season still goes on, and so we'll see. We'll see if they end up being very busy in free agency, right? We'll see, because I mean they're gonna have to be very busy. This is pathetic, though, in my opinion. So, quick recap of the trades today. Now these are not Commanders trades, obviously. Trevor Penning to Los Angeles, Sauce Gardner to the Colts, A.D. Mitchell to the Jets, Quinnen Williams to Dallas, Mozzie Smith to the Jets, Rashid Shaheed to Seattle, Jacoby Myers to Jacksonville, Jalen Phillips to Philly, Draymond Jones to Baltimore, Logan Wilson to Dallas, Jair Alexander to Philly, Michael Carter III to Philly, John Mechie III to the New York Jets, Keon White to San Francisco, Kyle Duggar to Pittsburgh, Roger McCreary to Los Angeles, Greg Newsome to Jacksonville, Tyson Campbell to Cleveland, Odafe Owe to the Chargers, and then Joe Flacco to Cincinnati. So those are the trades. Those are the trades, man. I wish we were in some of those, man. I really do. I really do. But Adam Peters, again, not aggressive enough. Not aggressive enough. Oh, man. This sucks, guys. Wish we had something, a trade in the works or something, but trade deadline's up. You can't make any more moves now. Trade deadline's to trade deadline. So, sucks. This sucks. I think it is pathetic that we didn't trade anyone. There was JP Finley just said there was no offer worth selling. I think he's right. I guess nobody wanted our players. Ultimately, we knew that our players were not going to sell like hotcakes, but I thought we'd get a trade or two done. I really did, and get some picks, but it's not the case. I also saw Josh Taylor on X say that they had some things in the works, but it just didn't turn out. No one wants any of our players. Yeah, I mean, that's what it feels like, right? No one wants our guys. And it has to be perfect for both sides. So, Deron Payne, if you're trying to get him for a fourth, other team probably doesn't want to trade a fourth. There's just there's so many, things to this. There's so many parts and pieces to this. So, it really does suck. It really does suck, as I've said, but that's the way it goes. It's not going to blame anything on Adam Peters, but I do think that Adam Peters should have really pushed to trade some of these guys. I think we should have really, really pushed to trade some of these guys. We have some new viewers in the chat. Make sure you guys all smash that like button. We have 44 people in here. Let's try and get up to 44 likes if we have 44 people in here. I need everyone in here to smash that like button. Matter of fact, let's try to hit 50 likes on the stream. Click the like button if you could. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If any of you in here are new to this channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I need you all to subscribe. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys send a super chat. Again, if any 43 of you can send a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Any super chat is greatly appreciated. Super chats help this channel out a lot. Super chats help this channel keep going. There's so many good players that we have, but I think something that happened that Adam Peters couldn't do nothing. Yeah, I don't think Adam Peters could have done anything. You know, I guess again he had some things in the works, but there was nothing. There was nothing there. There was nothing there. But sell, sell, sell. Thought we should have just sold everything. This just hurts. I was so hyped for the deadline, but now I want the season to be over. Yeah, season's over anyway, right? I'll be excited for free agency. Like you can guarantee a lot of moves in free agency. You can guarantee a trade in free agency, honestly. I hold up, I'm getting a call real quick. Let me decline this. Wonder who that is. All right, ultimately, we're gonna decline that. But yeah, you know, I season's already over, but I felt like I felt like we could have made some moves before the deadline, and I felt like we could get some extra draft picks, extra draft capital, right? This extra draft capital would have been nice for us. Would have been very nice for us. But AP, man, trade the vets away, trade everything away, bruh. Like sucks that the I wish the trade deadline was like at 8 o'clock tonight, bruh. All of our good players that is worth trading are hurt. That's why nobody wants to trade with us. Yeah, I mean Duran had been dealing with a with a toe injury. You know, people talking about Marshawn Lattimore, he tore his ACL. Um, everybody in the team is hurt. Period. You know, everybody on the team is hurt. Period. So, yeah, you know, AP picked the wrong day to be out of the office. Yeah, yeah. Oh man. Again, I thought we could have, you know, made something shake, but it's not the case. We needed picks, guys. We needed picks. We needed to get all these picks, man. We needed to get all these picks, bruh. We needed to get all these picks and didn't work out. But number 10 pick, number 74 pick, number 150 pick, 190th pick, 203, 225. Like, matter of fact, guys, should I do it? Should I do it? Hold up. Hold up. You guys and some of you might know where I'm going with this. Um some of you might know where I'm going with this. Cuz I did it all last off season. Oh boy. Is it that time, man? Washington, 26th. Let's just go 2. Enter draft room. So, Fernando Mendoza on the board. So, we are currently I wonder where we pick at. So, we're at 9th. Carolina offers us to trade back. See, this right here is intriguing. Dude, why am I doing a mock draft, bro? Why am I doing a mock draft, bro? This is sick work. Yeah, I gotta get off here, guys. I can't do a mock draft, bro. I can't do a mock draft. It's too early. It's too early. It's too early for that. AP picked the wrong day. Okay, I already read that. Sorry. So what happens going forward? Are we going to play more of the younger guys? They should. They should let some of the younger guys go out there and see what they got, man. Yeah, I would play some of the younger guys for sure. I would pay some of the younger guys for sure. or play some of the younger guys. Yeah, that's what I would do. Because you're not gaining anything out of putting these older guys on the field that can't play. You're not getting anything out of that. So, but drop your thoughts in the comment section. The Washington Commanders. Hold up. All right, I was just checking something. As not expected, the Washington Commanders made no trades at the trade deadline. So, no trades have been made at the trade deadline for the Commanders. Again, it sucks, but this is what you get. Not aggressive, man. Not aggressive. Not aggressive. Again, I thought you could have traded Noah Benogany, Duran Payne, like any of them. Any of them. Let's see. By the way, guys, if you just joined, make sure you smash that like button. We got 40 people in the chat. Let's try and get up to 60 likes on the stream. Everyone smash the like button on the stream. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If there's any new viewers in the chat right now, if you guys are new to this channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe. Any super chats are greatly appreciated. If you send a super chat, you'll be shouted out. You'll help this channel. You'll get your comment immediately read. I'd appreciate any super chats. They definitely help me out a lot. Sure, Adam Peters wanted to make some trades, but no one was giving up anything of value. Yeah, man. I'm sure he definitely wanted to. He definitely wanted to make some trades, but yeah, nobody. And that's what I said earlier. If you're not going to get anything valuable, you're not going to trade Duran Payne just to trade him. You're not going to trade some of these guys just to trade him. If it's not a valuable trade for you, you don't trade him. What is their plan? I'm genuinely wondering. It looks really bad right now. I think their plan was to sell some guys, as it should have been, but I just didn't think they got around to it. I didn't think they got around to it. But I think their plan was to trade some guys. Again, no one wanted to operate, though, in business. Nobody wanted to do business. Nobody wanted to do business. Sometimes all you can do is try. We need draft picks. Yeah. We need draft picks. For sure. We need draft picks. But AP was not able to land any. So, again, free agency is going to be massive. I just told you guys that there was going to be a rebuild here, and I thought we were going to do that through the draft, but it's hard to with 6 picks. So, if one of y'all could send a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Any super chat would be greatly appreciated. Any super chat at all would be greatly appreciated, and it would help me out a lot. We can always trade during the draft too. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I really think we should listen to offers for Terry on draft night. Yeah, it depends on how the rest of the season goes with him. There was a possibility of him getting traded right now. Sauce Gardner got traded today. He got an extension too. Hold up. I just saw a trade alert. Let's see. All right. If we can't improve that defense, then why not get some draft picks? I agree with you. I agree. Why not get some draft picks to help out the defense? right? But because I mean, you have a nasty leap. Like, I mean, you go from 10 to 74 to 150. You just don't have any flexibility in this draft. There's no flexibility at all. So it's going to be difficult. I would do anything for a rebuild, but how would it be a rebuild if there's a low amount of draft capital? Yeah, that's not a rebuild. Um, I think that positive news, by the way, guys. This is good news, guys. The Giants did not do anything at the trade deadline as well. So the Giants are like us as well. They didn't do anything as well. So that's good news. But I think free agency is going to be heavy for this team. I know it's only his second year, but I feel like Jaden isn't going to last long in this league, especially if we can't get him protection. I wanted Drake May, but got laughed at. Drake May wouldn't have been a bad option. However, I'm not saying um, I'm not saying that Drake May's better than Jaden Daniels or we should have went with him, but that wouldn't have been a bad option, you know. If I was coach, the whole team would be running up and down the field all day long. Um, yeah, I mean you got to discipline them, you know. Got to find a way to discipline them somehow. So yeah, man, bro, can't believe they didn't make any trades. Suns Warriors tonight. That'll be fun to watch. I'm sad. I'm sad, guys. I'm sad. Make sure everyone in here clicks the like button. We're trying to get to 55 likes in the stream. Smash that like button for me, please. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Um, Send a super chat support. Again, any super chat helps out a lot. Let me reset this super chat goal since we're going to be going for a little while. Let me reset this super chat goal to 1 because 5 is really not likely. Drop your thoughts in the comment section about the trade deadline. Just vent your thoughts. Vent your thoughts. I'm pretty angry with AP, you know. All right. Now, right now in the chat, you can click the target button with the 0 out of 1 on it, and that's how you're going to send a super chat if you want to support this channel. Got to remember too, if we have a healthy roster, we probably win some of the games we lost. Yeah, 17 injuries and 13 were starters. That's almost an entire starting lineup. I agree with you. Again, injuries felt like they just derailed this whole season. They felt like they derailed this whole season. So yeah. So you're telling me Adam Peters couldn't get value for Sam Cosmi, Duron Payne, or Laremy Tunsil? Yeah, I would have been all in on trading Laremy Tunsil too. So, he could have got value for those guys, right? He could have gotten value for those guys, but I don't know. I don't know why there wasn't a trade made. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but do you think Bill is our every down running back going forward? I think he's awesome, but needs a little more weight put on. Yeah. He needs to work, you know. He needs to work this all season, ultimately, but I think he can be. Yeah, I think he can be. I think he's a pretty solid running back. So, yeah, I think he can be. Man. Hey, at least the Giants didn't make any moves either. At least the Giants didn't make any move either. If I was the owner, I would backhand Adam Peters. Hey, the owner had every right to tell him, make these trades. The owner had every right to do that. So, you could have done that. right? So, like, whatever Josh Harris says goes, you know? So ultimately, he could have just said, make this trade, make that trade. I don't care what value, and it would have gone. Would have gone. So, um, you know, but yeah, I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed that there was nothing done. I'm very disappointed in this team. I'm very disappointed. This sucks. This sucks, guys, but it is what it is. So you can see the draft picks on your screen right now. You can see it on your screen, guys. You can see 10, 74, 150, 190, 203, 225. That's it. Um, Again, guys, we're really trying to push for this super chat goal. If y'all could send a super chat, that'd be greatly appreciated. Any super chat would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get one super chat today, so if we could hit that goal again, that would be awesome to hit that goal. Any super chats are greatly appreciated. If you just joined, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Seems like they have some sort of plan. The only teams that made moves were ones that had a chance or ones that have 2 wins or less. Yeah, it seems like they have a plan, I guess, right? Again, I think free agency is the plan for us, I guess. But so many expiring contracts too. No reason to get a couple late picks. LO, I mean, come on, man. Yeah, you have a point. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm cool with the deadline. Our best players are hurt. The fact that we never got to see this offense manifest itself. On the other hand, not to do one trade is crazy. Yeah, I could see both ways. I could see both sides of that. So, yeah. If I was the Commanders GM, then I would be a lot more aggressive and not let key players like Dante Fowler depart, especially because of those injuries that are decimating us. Yeah. Jeremy Chin, Dante Fowler, those guys were probably guys you wanted to keep. And I said that in the offseason. I said you wanted to keep those guys. You guys can check the video, the videos. You can check the content. I told you that we probably should have kept those guys. But that's nor here nor there. They're gone now. So it really does suck that we were not able to keep those guys. But let's evaluate these youngins. Let's evaluate these youngins. Let's get a top 5 pick. Like, there's still time. If I was the Commanders GM, then I would be a lot more aggressive and not let. Okay, sorry, I already read that. What free agents are going to be about this offseason that aren't 28.5 years old? So let me see the guy that I actually would like this team. So 26. Okay. Asante Samuel Jr. is a free agent. He could be signed right now. But if they wait till free agency, I would sign Asante Samuel Jr. He's 26. We need a cornerback. I mean, it makes sense. There's a lot of free agents out there that are under 28, I will say. Caleb Downs from Ohio State. We need him. Any wide receiver or any player from Ohio State, I'll be fine with. Super chat. J Mart. Appreciate you, J Mart. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your super chat and thank you for your generosity towards this channel. Thank you for filling out today's goal. He writes, I'm 50-50 on if Bill was a bad call due to injury. I'm kind of leaning. I'm kind of the same way. Like, I don't know. Bill in general was, good to have this offseason. I think that B-Rob trade was good. We have a 6th-round pick now. That seems good. It's one of the picks we have. But yeah, I'm right with you. I'm 50-50 as well. I'm 50-50. I'm not sure whether to decide whether it was a bad call or not, to be honest with you. But let's look at some free agents here, then we'll get out of here. I don't mean to keep you too long. Let's look at some free agents here, and then we'll get out of here. So let me see some free agents after this season. We can look at that. Y'all can talk about some draft prospects in the comment section. Let's see. So some free agents are 2026 free agency. Let's see. All right. So Tyler Linderbaum, center for the Ravens, is a free agent. Jalen Phillips was traded to the Eagles. He's out. Hendrickson, Woolen, Pickens, Isaiah Likely, Mike Evans, Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce, I'm interested in too. Kate Otten, Kenneth Walker, Brees Hall. Those are all free agents at the end of the year. Those are not bad players there. Ohio State versus Commanders. Who wins? That's a good question. I'm gonna go Commanders because I think y'all would be surprised at the NFL compared to college. It's not a coincidence that a lot of guys that are in college don't make it to the NFL. So give me the Commanders. Our offense is actually pretty much complete when healthy. So we draft defense first round and use our third for a receiver. Maybe sign some more free agents on defense. I'll rock with any of it, dude. Like I'll rock with any of it. You know, any of those, anybody, like any good player, I'll take them. We need to build this team with good players, just solid players. Like in the draft, I'm taking BPA. I'm taking best player available in the draft right away. Doesn't have to be an edge rusher. Doesn't have to be a cornerback. Doesn't have to be a wide receiver. But I'm taking best player available. Right? That's how I feel. Kendall Fuller and Stephon Gilmore are still available, even though they're over 30. Like honestly, you bring one of those guys in now, that's not a bad move. Like you need help. But yeah, after the year, I mean, you look at those type of guys, you look at everyone. So that's going to do it for me, guys. You guys take care for the rest of your day. I need everyone in here to smash the like button on the way out. Everyone in here, click the subscribe button on the way out, please. Any of y'all that click the subscribe button on the way out, that would be greatly appreciated. Any of y'all that click the like button on the way out, that would be greatly appreciated as well. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. There's not going to be any breaking news for the Commanders tonight, just due to the fact that the trade deadline's over. So that's probably the last piece of content today right here. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the practice updates. I'll see you guys tomorrow for all the content. As you know, we do daily stuff here. But that's going to do it for me. Hail to the Washington Commanders. As always, see you on the next one.